I see you. There's air.
Avon following.
Now this door binds around its surround. If you look at the surround, come up here, you see this gap across the top. See how tight it is? And then our threshold gasket is torn and compromised. Moving on along. This close flush. What I'm looking for was the stopper, which I'm not finding. I'd also like to know what horsepower this is. Try to find out. The dishwasher has a high loop to keep it from dirty water from siphoning into the dishwasher. The dishwasher is running right now. This is food waste disposal. This is food waste disposal button. Okay. These are typically supposed to be within sight, but the manufacturer says as long as it's less than 1 horsepower, it can be installed underneath here. Got a little bit of a goose egg right there. And then just throw some sticks up there, Philip. Oh, Doug, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know. Getting raised next week. That's the way we do it. No, these sticks are wrong. This is what's holding your sink up. This is what's holding your sink up. That's an air admittance valve that allows it to equalize the pressure, and so we don't have to have a vent going through the roof because this is a kitchen island. So this wasn't installed properly. Forward for hot. It's a little rough around here. We don't want to cut ourselves. Receptacle outlets should not be recessed more than 6 inches. I should have brought these out on the sides. That one has an outer tip device. Boil, start. Boil, start. We've got convection in the lower oven only. All these work. I've got this. Now code says that this corner shouldn't be any closer to the cooktop than 24 inches. However, the manufacturer's installation instructions say that this should not be any closer to the cooktop than 30 inches, and it's about 34 inches. That's fine. Got a little booger up there. Our light works. Our fan works. Now the microwave, this light, the magic light, is supposed to blink on and off. Not that precise, but still. Cook time, 15 seconds. Start. I got that because I was the smartest kid in the room. I won that at a little association. There it goes. It's blinking. We might as well just hang it up. No need to go any further. Moving on along, we've had repair in this little cabinet thing here. It's door doesn't fit quite flush. This door doesn't fit. Well, got a scratch there. We'd had a water leak issue. We'd had a prior water leak issue around, and then that's kind of messed up right up in there. And they've gone in, they've done drywall, and this is all dry. Because of the temperatures today, I can't really see. You know, but this kind of looks like water right there, doesn't it? Let's see. A stain right there. Dry. Dry. Okay. Moving along, I already talked about the edge. This is our living room. We're coming through the primary bedroom. This is the first door I can really get to. The manufacturer says that these doors should be sealed on 6 sides. This is the front side, front panel, back panel. This is the latch side style. This is the hinge side style. It's been sealed on 4 sides. If you get up here, you're going to see, hey, how about that? No, they didn't seal it here and they didn't seal it there. What does that mean that they didn't seal the top and the bottom? And then also this door swings closed on its own accord a little bit right there. It's going to be kind of annoying. You know, you have to put a little brick there or something. You want a brick in front of your door. I don't want a brick in front of my door. So what happens is like you got like a 2-year warranty on everything. I don't know what the warranty is on this place, but you know, for example, you got this warranty on this place, and then 3-4 years from now, if you have an event of some sort and the door swells up and you can't use the door, you might be replacing 1 door, 2 doors, more doors. You might be replacing doors that you maybe might not have had to replace if they had been sealed and it was under warranty, or if it was sealed and you had to replace the doors. Well, it's even a better story. How about this? You got some kind of damage that occurs and they come in and say, okay, we're going to give you this and this and this, and this is what your warranty does. And your insurance company is going to say, well, your doors have a 6-year warranty on them. We're not going to replace your doors. That's the manufacturer, okay, because they you know, water damage to the doors. And then the door manufacturer says, we're not going to replace your doors because they weren't sealed. And so you get left holding the bag trying to replace your doors. This right here in another room, this is called flashing. It's kind of like what I was looking at over in the kitchen. But they've come in and different buckets of paint and they have different amounts, usually because they're cutting it. So they have different amounts of latex in the paint depending on how much water they added to the paint to cover the walls. Sometimes you'll get like a semi-gloss enamel from the bathroom or something, and so it'll be a different gloss for the flashing. But I'm not seeing a semi-gloss effect on these. It just looks like they had 2 different buckets of paint and they weren't consistent with their methodology of cutting it. And I'm just going to leave it there. Over here, our carpet is short in this corner, and it just needs to be kicked up and snugged up a little bit. There's just a little bit of a gap right in there. Then on all of our hardware for our clothes rods, like these are metal clothes rods, so we can't really put a screw in these. Okay, these brackets were designed, but these brackets, these are universal brackets. But these brackets were designed for the rods, and the manufacturer thinks that a screw should have been put in there. That's what the manufacturer thinks. So there's not a screw. Why else would the manufacturer put the whole eardrop on there and put the screw in there? If they do that just so they can align it up to install it, that's the argument. They could have saved a lot of money by making it half as much if it's just a little guideline like that. I'm just saying. coming on along on our shower. I see this sometimes, and I don't know, I'd have to look at the, did a rubber gasket come with a rubber gasket came for the bottom rail of this door? Did a rubber gasket come for the side? Did it do that? Because I see them and sometimes I don't see them. And then we got our caulking, and that's a masterpiece, isn't it? And caulking around there is another masterpiece. And our rosetta or whatever, our faucet just doesn't fit flush up next to the wall. On the commodes, both of them, everything goes down that's supposed to go down. Hey, Timmy! Our lavatories are like the kitchen sink in that they didn't use clips. They just put a bunch of glue up there. They put glue on the sides. My client's concerned that glue is not on the front and the back, but it wasn't installed right anyway. And I could be wrong. This sink comes with installation instructions. So whatever the installation instructions say, and there's a lot of sinks out here. I know there's some installation instructions around here somewhere. One thing that a home inspector does is we look for commonalities and abnormalities. And over here we've got, you can see this is called a perlator. So some people call it an overflow drain, but this is a perlator. And this perlator has a little rosetta around it. And this perlator does not. These are GFCI protected. They work like they're supposed to. This door scrapes and binds. Going along. Pretty much like the rest of them. Going on around. And this is the way I inspected everyone I could get to, but this is the way I inspect these guys. This one, already did that one. Double pane, vinyl frame windows. Little details. This door is a little, it's stiff, it's new. I just got a whiff of the broilers. Broiling. Yeah, it is. Broiling. Cancel. Back across here, we've got smoke alarms everywhere we're supposed to have them. In fact, we've got combination outside. These are combination smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. This unit does not have an attached garage. It does not have any gas appliances. It does not have a fireplace. It's nice that they put carbon monoxide alarms in here. You can't be too safe. But, it was above and beyond the call of duty. That's okay. This screen, okay, does not have a latch. On the patio, our flashing goes straight behind the wall, makes an L, and comes out over this band board underneath us. It should have been Z-bar flashing and should have gone past the band bar. I got a whole other video for that, so right in there. It's going to be like a sponge. It's going to soak up the water that runs off of that. As a GFCI protected, that works like it's supposed to. This should have been sealed. The escutcheon around the sprinkler system should have been sealed. This door binds at its top left corner. This is the going to the water heater closet. But you can look at the reveal. Okay, see how wide it is? See how tight it is? Okay, now down here, see how wide it is? See how tight it is? See how wide it is? See how tight it is? So it wasn't hung square. I don't know what to say, man. It is what it is. Or it isn't what it isn't. Moving on along, we got flashing on this wall and this wall. Same window already. Coming on along, kind of turning some things off as we go. And the same issues, of course. When you get the blue tape on the doors like this, it's because the handles come up like that. Look at that. Look at this one. That one's actually, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's good, but it's not as loose as that. Okay, so I think the door handles could be snugged up a little bit. I don't think that's an act of Congress. Need to put a little blue tape right there. Kind of our ceiling is kind of ragged, kind of like in the primary bathroom. Operator error is my middle name. I cannot operate this fan. This light doesn't work. Everything's supposed to go down. Sink is the same way. It does have its little chrome Rosetta on the overflow drain on the perlator. It's all pretty much standard. This outlet controls the the primary bedroom suite bathroom receptacles. We got some infrared videos where we show air leaks right around here. We're in the laundry. This is supposed to be GFCI protected. Now you're not going to have a GFCI device right here like that. It's going to be on a breaker. So I can come in here and this one, they trip the breaker. But we don't have one for the dryer. Got a video for this. We've got an air leak above the ceiling right there. We've got an air leak above the ceiling right there. And this is the part where I like to say, thank you, dear client. Your business means the world to my family and I. It's very much appreciated. Your trust in your business means a lot to us. And if you think I did a good job, then a good Google review means a lot to a small businessman like myself. So if you could find it in your heart to leave me a good Google review, I appreciate that. For everybody else out there, there's a like button and there's a subscribe. If you got some insomnia, there's a subscribe button over there. If you think I'm kind of goofy and silly, just go ahead and like it. And if you got insomnia, that'll put you to sleep right there.